Hi everybody, I'm Zilla, Blitz, and welcome. Today we're going to take a look at Shogun Solitaire from Worthington Publishing. In this easy-to-learn, fast-playing solo card game, you take charge of 4 feudal Japanese clans and try to unify Japan under one shogun. In this video, we're going to take a look at the components and we're going to do a complete playthrough and see if we can lead these 4 clans to victory. Let's get started. Here are all the components of Shogun Solitaire spread out in front of us. We'll take a look at each one of these in turn, but a quick overview. This is the rulebook, very short rulebook. These are our objective tokens. These are the objective boards. There are 4 of them representing the 4 different clans that we have to get control of in order to win the game. We'll talk about how all this works as we go forward. But the heart of the game is the cards. These are vinyl cards, really nice artwork on these. We'll take a closer look at these in a moment. We've got our 4 friendly clan cards here, and then we've got the 4 enemy types of cards here, as well as a couple of wild cards for us. Now, a couple quick things. This again comes in the same size box. It's 7 by 4 inches roughly. Fits into your pocket if you have a large like cargo pants and things. So this is an ideal game for taking with you on the road. Now, we've looked at 4 of the other solitaire games from Worthington Publishing on the channel. I want to say up front, this one is completely different style of play from the other 4. This is totally a deck-based card game where you're taking objective tiles from these objective boards here. Very different type of gameplay. Let's jump in and take a closer look at the components now. Shogun Solitaire comes with a 12-page rulebook with a lot of pictures and guides and artwork in it. This took me about maybe 10-15 minutes to read. I actually read through it twice the first time I read through it because it's very different from the other solitaire games in the series. It took me a little while to wrap my head around the gameplay. It's not hard though, very easy game. I'd give this a difficulty of 2 out of 10 on the wargaming scale here. Solitaire, of course, 10 out of 10. This is designed for complete solitaire play. There isn't a way to play it 2-player. Next up, we have the 4 objective boards. One is outlined in red, blue, green, and purple. These correspond with the decks of friendly cards that you've got. Red cards, blue cards, green cards, and purple. And the colors will be important because you have to play 3 consecutive cards of the same color into the play area in order to take an objective from one of these locations. And the goal is to take objectives, 12 objectives in the game. We'll talk about how that works as we go forward. Really like the artwork on these. What's really cool is that when you win the game, you flip all these over and they make this really neat picture of artwork, and that signifies your total victory in dominating and taking over rulership of Japan. These are the 12 objective tokens that you're trying to get in order to win the game. There's 3 for each of the colors: green, purple, red, and blue. The heart of the game, again, is the rather large deck here. Now, what we're looking at are the friendly cards. We can see the 4 different colors. We've got blue, red, green, and purple. There are different types of cards representing the forces that are to your service here. One type is soldiers, and there's, again, they come in all different colors, symmetrical decks for each of the 4 clans that you can control. Then we have a ninja card. This has a special function. There are cavalry cards that basically function as ordinary troops, the same as soldiers here. Then we have leaders, which function in a special way, and then samurai, which have some special bonuses as well. We'll talk about all these bonuses and how they work as we start to play the game. The goal, again, is you're going to be playing these cards. You want these cards in your hand. You're going to be playing these cards to try to take the objectives off the board, win all 12 objectives by playing these cards well, and then you win the game. The other type of cards are the enemy cards. There are 4 different types: assassins, ronin, envoys, and raids. These cards mess up your plans and foil your best attempts to rule Japan. We'll talk about how these work as we get into gameplay. Lastly, we have 2 wild cards, 2 fleet cards that are wild cards, which seem pretty powerful for the player. That's a look at everything in the game. Let's set up the game and see if we can conquer Japan. We've got Shogun Solitaire set up in front of us. Let's take a look at what we are looking at. We've got the 4 objective boards with the objective tiles on them, 3 for each color, covering the port, the village, and the castle. And our 4 objective clans are Kato clan in the red, Amago clan in the blue, Hojo clan in the green, and Takeda clan in the purple. Our goal is to get all 12 of these objectives, signifying that we have unified Japan under our rule, combining the rule of these 4 clans, and we are become the ultimate shogun. Over here we have our deck of cards. We're going to play through this deck as we go through the game. The first thing that we're going to do is we deal ourselves a hand of 5 cards, so I'll do that now. So let's see what we've got here. These are the 5 cards I've dealt out. The purple, green, blue, and red cards are our cards on our side. These are good cards. We only got 2 of those, which is unfortunate. These envoy cards just plug up our deck. They don't serve any function. We can't play them. We can only discard them en masse. So this is a poor start for us here. We did get one assassin card. Now this is an enemy card. When you're filling up your hand like this, there are going to be certain cases where we redraw our whole hand. When that happens and you have an enemy card, you just put it to the side and you take a different one. Oh, we got a blue cavalry. This is really bad start. Yeah, this is a bad start, and I'll explain why in a second here. But I'm going to take the assassin card and reshuffle it in the deck. Okay, so let's talk about why this is such a bad hand, because it ties into how we're actually going to be able to try to get these tiles here. In our turn, the sequence of play is very simple. We play a card up to the play area, which will make this area right about here. We're going to play a card up to the play area, then draw another card and do whatever that card is, if it's an enemy card, or add it to our hand if it's one of our cards or an envoy. But how we get one of these tiles is we have to play 3 cards of the same color in a row to be able to grab a tile from that color. So we'd have to play 3 red cards in a row. Now there are some exceptions we'll talk about as we see some different cards. And the other rule is you can't play 2 cards of the same type in a row. So we couldn't play 2 soldiers in a row regardless of their color. Envoys, again, we can't play. They just stuff our deck up. So this is quite a poor start here for us. But in the hope that maybe we'll draw some red cards, let's play the red soldier, I guess, up front. Now, one other option is we could discard our whole hand and draw 5 new cards, which might not be bad pretty soon because we've got 2 envoys in here plugging it up. Oh my goodness, look at this. We've got every single color and not 2 of the same. So our clans are disorganized here at the start of the war. When we can't play the soldier, we have to play the only card we can play, right? Because we can't play 2 soldiers in a row. We'll play the blue cavalry. I mean, I feel like maybe we should discard our whole hand here. Oh, a wild card. Excellent. Okay. So we've got a wild card, which means that we could play this up to the top. I think we will, with the hope that we will get a blue card sometime soon and be able to continue the streak here. Let's see what we've got. Oh, we got a purple soldier. Okay, so what we could do, right, we could play the purple soldier up here to start 2 streaks of purple, because this could now be a purple card because it counts as anything. Or one other thing that we can do is we can just discard a card and pick a new one. So we can kind of churn through the top cards here. Let's actually do that. So we're just going to discard the purple soldier. Actually, let's discard the green soldier because maybe we'll get a purple card later. So we'll discard our green card and then we're going to draw another card. Purple cavalry. Okay, so now we've got a plan, right? So we can play the purple soldier up here. And then depending upon the next card, we can play the purple cavalry. And then we will have 3 purple cards in a row if we treat the purple card as the wild card as purple. Hopefully we do not get a bad... Oh, look at that. We got an envoy, which doesn't do any good at all. It plugs up our deck. But now, when it's our play with these 5 cards, we're going to play the purple cavalry. Up here, we've got purple soldier, purple cavalry, and a wild card, which we're going to treat now as purple. We get our first Takeda clan. Most excellent. And when that happens, we clear off the 5 cards up here. All right, so we've got one of the 12 clans that we need. Now, the game ends when the deck is gone, or if you get all 12 clans. And if we extinguish the deck here, then we judge how many clans we've got to determine ultimate victory. If we have 8 or less, we've lost. If we have 9, it's a very minor victory. 10 or 11 is a victory, and then all 12 is a substantial victory. So we don't necessarily lose if we don't get all 12 of the clans under our control. But we've got the port of purples, the Takeda clan port under control right now. Let's draw another card. This is actually a raid card. At this case, is a very good card for us to have drawn. And let me explain why. A raid card is an enemy card, and you have a choice that what you can do. You have 3 things you can do. One is you can discard all of the cards that you have in your hand and draw 5 new ones. Or if you want to keep your cards in your hand, you can instead discard 5 cards from the top of the deck. Either of these options really churns your deck, and you don't want to run. You don't want to run out of cards, I think. So we want to hold off from having that. The third option is if we had a samurai, we could have the samurai go up and combat the raid, and you discard the samurai and the raid, and then you just keep playing from there. But we don't have that option. However, this is actually a great time for us for a raid to come up because we have these 3 envoy cards and they're just plugging up our deck. So we have a terrible hand. So we're just going to say, fine, take our hand, take all 5 cards, and we're going to draw 5 new ones. All right, so we didn't get an enemy card at all. Look at this, 3 blue soldiers in a row. Let's talk, however, about the ninja, which has a special function in the hand here. So the ninja, if we can do a couple things with. If we discard the ninja, we can pick the top 4 cards from the hand here, look at them, discard 1 Shogun card, one of the colored cards on our side, and reorder the other 3, and then put them on top. So it's a great way to kind of get some prediction as to what's coming up. The other option would be to just play it up here to the hand. However, a ninja card, although it keeps a color streak going, so if we played this in the middle of a red streak, we would have a red streak still going. It doesn't count as one of the 3 cards that you need in order to be able to get a streak. So there are some, it's not as good as a regular cavalry or soldiery card when it's played up here. But I think what we want to do, given that we can see 3 purples here and 3 blues here, we only need 1 more blue card to get a port here. Let's discard this ninja and let's take the top 4 cards off the deck, and then we will be able to look at them and reorder them. All right, so there's an assassin in there. We'll talk about what those do. Samurai, cavalry, and a soldier, and they're red. Okay, they're all red here. But this is good because we have a red cavalry in our hand, and we could have a samurai and a soldier, which would give us 3 reds. So that's a good thing we want. Now let's then discard the cavalry as one of the Shogun cards that we have to discard when we play a ninja. We discard a ninja. We're going to play the soldier, the samurai on top, like that. Oh no, that's actually not going to work, is it? Oh, because, yeah, it's not going to work. And I'll tell you why. It's not going to work because of the assassin. When you draw an assassin card, it eliminates a leader in your hand. If it doesn't eliminate a leader in your hand, it knocks the top card, the most recent card in the play area, out of the play area. So we're going to draw a soldier, we would play the soldier. We're going to draw a samurai, we're going to play a samurai. We're going to draw the assassin, and then we would get the assassin there. But, okay, we have a fix though, right? So the fix is this. We're going to put the assassin up on top, and we're going to draw the assassin first. And then I think the rule would work, because we don't have a leader, it doesn't kill our leader, but because we don't have a card in the play area, it doesn't kill that either. So I think we're safe if we do that, providing there's not another deadly card underneath this. So let's do that. So, okay, we draw the assassin, no leader, so it doesn't eliminate that, and then there's nothing up there to do, so I think it just plays out of itself without harming us. So that's a safe place for the assassin. Now we're going to draw the samurai, we'll play the cavalry up here. Now we're going to draw the soldier, we're going to play the soldier up here. Now hopefully we don't get another assassin or some bad enemy card. Purple soldier, that's fine, because now we can play the samurai up here, and we've captured the port of Kato, our second clan tile. Let's clear these off. All right, so we've got 4 cards down here. We have to drop to 5. We get a green soldier. Gosh, we've got all soldiers. Let's play the blue soldier, and here's my thinking. We play the blue soldier up here. Now if we draw any other blue card, we can play the blue card up there. We can't play any of these cards, so we could get stuck with a hand we can't play, but that's would be the case anyway. Red samurai. Ah, okay, so the only thing we can do, we can't play anything here except the samurai, but we can discard a card and pick the top one. So we're going to discard the blue soldier, and then hopefully we'll get a blue card. Oh, look at that, blue leader. Play the blue leader. Perfect. Then we're going to pick a new card. We get red soldier. We're going to play the blue soldier, which is fine because it's not 2 consecutive of the same type in a row. And now we've got the port of Amago by playing 3 blues in a row. We are up to 3 cards, or up to 3 ports already. We're doing pretty well here, better than the first time I played. This is my second game, by the way. Okay, let's draw a new card here. Red cavalry, look at this. This is working out pretty well. Let's play the red soldier first, because there's a lot of soldiers, and we might want to save the samurai if we get a raid. We get purple cavalry. We're getting all friendly cards. There's a lot of enemy cards in the deck, so we better make a run here while we can. We're going to play the red cavalry up here. And now let's see what we get. Red cavalry. We can't play 2 cavalry in a row, but let's play the red samurai, which gets us the village of Kato, our 4th clan already. We're doing pretty well here. It's much better than the first time I played. All right, I mean, we've got a good run of cards here. We're gonna, I mean, there's a lot of enemy cards in the deck, so we're gonna pay the price here soon. Green Ninja. Okay, so I think let's discard the ninja and do the 4-card thing again. So let's see what's coming up here. Okay, so taking the top 4 cards, we'll flip all these over. We've got a red soldier, a raid, and a purple samurai. So this is an easy way to order this, right? We want to put the soldier up top. Then we want to draw the purple samurai, keep that, play the cavalry, and then we're going to draw the raid, and we're going to have the samurai take out the raid. Oh, we got to discard 1 card though. Oh, that's unfortunate, right? Because we have to discard one of these red cards too. Oh, that's a bummer. Let's think. All right, I don't see a great way to make this work because we have to discard one of these. I want to keep the samurai to knock the raid out because we don't have any envoys in our card. So let's discard a red soldier. That's really our only option. Then we know we want the samurai before we get the raid. We might as well take the soldier first. So let's do it like that and then figure things out from there. So we're going to draw the red soldier. The question is now, which one do we play? We've got 2 reds and 1 purple, so let's just work the law of averages a little bit. We'll play the purple soldier up here. Now we know we're going to get the purple samurai, and we will play the purple cavalry, hoping that we can draw another purple card soon here. Now we're going to get the raid. We're going to have the samurai take out the raid, and now we're going to draw 2 cards. Hopefully we can get a purple card in one of these 2 and no enemies. Green samurai, okay. And an envoy. Nothing good here. So the question is, what do we want to do? I'm going to actually discard a red soldier and pick another card. Hopefully we get something purple. Get a green cavalry. Okay, that's fine. We haven't got any green tiles yet, so let's change directions. Let's play the green soldier. Draw another card. Green soldier, perfectly. Let's play a green cavalry. We'll do that. Draw another card. Blue soldier, no worries. We're going to play the green soldier, and that gives us the Hojo clan's port. We've got all 4 ports. We've got 5 underway here. Now we know we have Ronin. Well, we'll talk about that. We haven't seen those yet coming up. Okay, so let's draw another card. Raid. This is not what we want. We don't. Oh, we do have a samurai. Let's block it with the samurai because we've only got 1 envoy card. So we'll block the samurai and draw 2 new cards here. We got a red leader. That's good, and then a green samurai. So with the idea that maybe we're going to get another red card here soon, let's do that. Green leader, okay. Let's play the red leader and see if we get another red card. Oh, purple ninja. That's okay, right? Because now we can do is we can discard the ninja and draw 4, discarding 1. So we're going to pick these 4, see what we got here. We've got an assassin. We're going to get a red ninja, a red soldier, and a purple leader. We have to discard one of these and we can reorder the other 3. Let's think about what we want to do. All right, let's discard the purple soldier. Here's my plan. And then we are going to take the red soldier next because we can take it and play it to get 3 reds and complete the Kato clan dominance for us. Then let's take a ninja on top of that, and then we can reorder the deck again. And we'll put the assassin further down. Actually, let's take the assassin would take out the green leader, right? Because assassins take out leaders, so I don't know if we can protect that or not. Let's just try it that way. We'll go with that. All right, so now we've reordered the deck. We got our red soldier. We'll play our red soldier up here, and we've got 3 reds, and we have taken the Kato clan's castle, giving us 6 of the 9 we need to at least get a minor victory. Although I will say bad things can happen pretty soon here. Now we're going to take the ninja. Let's do the ninja thing again. We're going to play it up. We're going to discard it, take the top 4, reorder them, and then throw away one of them here. Okay, so we've got a lot of bad stuff. Assassin, soldier, samurai, and envoy. Now we can't do the envoy as the discard, so we have to do the soldier or the samurai. I think we discard the blue soldier, and then we're going to reorder these. Maybe we just sacrifice the green leader. I mean, the leader's a nice card, though. Yeah, let's, I think we're just going to have to take the hit here with the assassin to get it out of the way. So we'll take the assassin first as that first card, and we'll let the leader, we'll lose our leader there. Then we'll take the envoy in our hand, might as well. We'll take the samurai, then we'll take the envoy, and we'll start building a blue pile here. I guess that's the best I can think of. So assassin hits us, wipes out our leader, and that means we draw these 2 cards. I guess it doesn't matter. 1, 2. Let's play the blue soldier. We still need blue clans up here. Our deck is starting to get plugged up though, so it wouldn't be a horrible time for a raid to hit us. Blue ninja. Ooh, let's first play the samurai up here. Again, a ninja doesn't keep your color streak going. And see what we get. We get a green cavalry. Now I think it's time for us to discard the ninja and to do the 4-card thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4. See what we get. We wanted something blue, but we didn't get it. Ah, this is bad. Okay. So we need to discard 1. Obviously, the discard we want to get rid of is the red soldier because we don't need reds for the moment anyway. So we'll discard that. And then let's see. I think what we want to do is switch immediately to green, right? Because we can get green cavalry, green samurai, cavalry for a pile of 3 in greens. So let's take the green up top, then we'll take the purple soldier, then we'll take the envoy. It doesn't really matter there. And now we're going to have to switch to green, I guess. We're going to go green cavalry, which we'll play. Purple soldier, so we'll play the green samurai. Then we'll draw this card here, which is the envoy. We can play the green cavalry, and we get a stack of greens. So we get the Hojo clan. Oh, doing pretty well. I feel like, though, we're getting a lot of our color cards early, and that there's a lot of enemies in here. There's a lot of enemy cards we haven't seen. I feel like the ratio has been in our favor early, so I think it's going to get harder as we go forward. This would be a great time, again, for a raid, because our deck is completely plugged up with soldiers. Assassin, okay. That's fine. This is a great time for the assassin, right? Because we don't have a leader and there's nothing up there. So I think we just discard it. We get this one, an envoy. So we can play the purple soldier, but that's all we can do. We've just got all these politicians blocking up our court here. Let's get a raid. This is the perfect time for a raid. Green ninja. Okay, so let's do the ninja thing again. We're going to discard the ninja. We're going to draw the 4 cards. Hopefully we have a raid here, because we just want the raid right away and get rid of it. So we roll these over. Oh, seriously? There's not a single raid here. But, okay, we're going to take the envoy, right? And then we will draw the top 5 cards. So we're going to take the envoy first, and then we're going to discard our whole hand. Doesn't get rid of a raid card, but it's the second best thing, I think. We have to discard one of these, though. Let's discard the green soldier, because we need purple and blue more than we need green at the moment. All right, so we're going to take the envoy first. And, oh, do we have a purple there? Yeah, okay. Wait. I'm just going to rethink that. Let's take the purple samurai first. Then, hang on, I'm going to think about this. I know there's a lot of raids in this deck, too. We haven't seen that many. Yeah, okay. So let's take the purple samurai first and we can play it. Then we'll take the envoy and then maybe we'll get a 3rd purple card later. So we're going to reorganize those. We'll throw away the green one. We draw the purple samurai. We're going to play the purple samurai, giving us 2. We draw the envoy. We can't do anything. So we're going to discard all 5 and then we're going to draw 5 new cards. Hopefully one of them is purple, because then we can complete the deck here. 1, 2. The raid doesn't come in. We reshuffle that. 2. Let's get something purple. Yes, purple leader. 3. Another raid. Oh, so many raids. Oh my goodness. 4. We could have used one of those just a moment earlier. 4. And then a wild card. Nice. Okay, so these are our 5 cards. I'm going to reshuffle the 3 raids into the deck. We have a lot of raids coming. Alrighty. So, well, our immediate play here is to play the leader. We're going to get 3 purples. That gives us the 2nd objective in the Takeda clan, which means we've taken their village. We now have 7 of the 9 we need for just a minor victory, But we have a lot of enemy cards in this stack here. So we draw a new card. Green Cavalry. Okay, so we do have, what we need is blue more than anything else, right? And we have Cavalry, Samurai, and the wild card. So let's play the blue Cavalry first here. And the question is, actually, maybe we want to play the Ninja to reorganize the deck. Because I think there's so many raids in here. Yeah, let's actually do that, because I want to complete a blue one first. So we're going to play that. We're going to discard the red Ninja. We don't need it anyway. Well, yeah, it can't help us anyway. Take the top 4 cards, and then we will discard one of the ones here. Oh, Raid, Ronin. Ronin, we'll talk about those. We haven't seen those yet. And Purple Soldier and an Envoy. Okay, so let's just do... We don't really care too much. We just don't want the raid first. So let's take the Purple Soldier, the Envoy, the Ronin, and then the raid last. We definitely want the Envoy before the raid. Oh, we have to throw away one of these too, right? So we'll throw away the purple one there too. And I think that's going to work. No, I don't think it's going to work. The thing is, we're going to get the raid before we can complete the thing. We can stop it with the Samurai, though. Yeah, I guess we'll have to do that. So let's do it that way. So we're going to take, and we'll talk about what the Ronin does, too. So we take the Envoy, and then let's play the Purple Cavalry up here. And now we're going to pick this and a Ronin. And the Ronins are nasty, because what the Ronins say, you have to return one of the tiles that you've captured. So ideally we want to get those early in the game before we've got anyone. So we'll give back the Kato clan, and that just goes there. Now we're going to get the raid, right? Ah, I should have played the wild card first. But okay, we're going to get the raid here. I'm going to negate the raid with the Samurai because I want to keep the wild card. I don't want to discard all those cards. Then we're going to pick 2 more, but I think there's a lot of raids here. Green Soldier. Okay, so we got a run now, and a Blue Soldier. Okay. We need blues badly too, so let's do, if we draw a raid, we would lose the wild card. So let's play the wild card, I guess, because then we can continue. And hopefully we don't get a raid here. Ah, we got a raid. And we don't have any way to stop it because we don't have a Samurai. We're kind of screwed here. I guess we're going to have to discard everything, right? I don't want to discard 5 new cards there. Or do I, actually? That's an interesting decision. No, I think we're going to discard everything here and then draw 5 new ones, because hopefully we'll get a blue card in the new ones and we can play it right away and we'll be good in shape. So, and we get rid of 1 Envoy here. So yeah, let's discard everything here, all of our hands here, and then we're going to draw 5 new ones. If we do get an enemy card when we draw 5 new ones, oh, that one a raid. There's a lot of raids left. We got a Purple Ninja. We just need 1 blue one, right? Green Ninja. I got a lot of ninjas here. Oh, another raid. There's so many raids left. Purple Ninja. So many ninjas here. Another raid. We're so toast. Red Soldier. And then Envoy. We did not get a single blue card. And we didn't get anything we can really play either. We got the Soldier to kind of start a new streak. We've got to shuffle these 3 raids into the deck. We've got so many of our good cards early. I think we're in trouble. All right, so I've reshuffled the deck. But I think we have a play here, right? The play is to discard this Ninja. Then we're going to take the top 4 and then reorganize them so that we can complete this blue stack. Hopefully we get something blue in here. Purple Samurai, Blue Cavalry. Perfect. Just what we needed. A raid and then a raid. There's so many raids here. We have to throw away 1, so we're going to throw away the Purple Samurai, I guess. The question is, do we want to keep the Samurai to block the raid? But no, I want to get the Cavalry first, and then we're just going to have to deal with the raids, I guess. Oh, this is going to be painful. But we have more Ninja. We can reorganize a little bit here. Maybe get some Envoys in here. But I think we're in trouble now. We have so many raids that we haven't seen yet. All right, so we draw the purple, the blue one here, the Blue Cavalry. We play that, and that gives us a set of 3 blues, which gives us the Amago tile, giving us 8. We need 1 more for a victory here. Now, do we want to play a Ninja to reorganize these? There's 4 cards and 2 of them are raids. I don't think so. We're going to just take the raid here. And I guess when we take the raid, let's get rid of this. These aren't the... We might as well get rid of this. All right. So those 5 are gone. And now we draw 5 new ones. Raid we don't keep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we got 5 regular cards in a row here. This is good. All right, so the raid we're going to shuffle back in. Let's think about what we want to play here. The deck is getting small, though, and there's a lot of raids in it. Yeah, the deck's getting small. There is a lot of raids in here. I think we're going to need to save our samurai to protect the raid, and let's try to get 1 red more. If we can get 9, we can get a minor victory. So let's play soldier up here. We're going to hopefully keep our samurai to stop these raids. We know there's a lot of raids in here. Blue ninja. Oh, interesting. Let's play the red cavalry up here. Let's draw another red card. Oh, look at that. Red samurai. Perfect. Excellent. That was lucky. So we'll play the samurai up here, giving us 3 in a row. We've got the Kato clan here, which means we've got 9. So at this point, we're at a minor victory. However, you may recall the Ronin card. There's 2 of them. So there's 1 more of these as a Ronin card. So somehow to get a minor victory in this, we need to get 1 more tile, pay for the Ronin card, and then survive whatever raids are left in here. Now, we do have some cards we can pick here. Here is a raid. Let's have our samurai block it because we can't afford to lose more cards. Now we're going to draw 2. Draw a blue soldier. That's not too bad. And a raid. We don't have anything to block the raid. I think we're toast. I guess we're going to throw these. And we don't have a good choice, right? It's either throw these 5 away or throw away 5 from the top. This is 4 cards instead of 5. Let's get rid of these. Oh, that's a painful raid. And I think there's more raids in here, right? Green soldier is a keeper. Assassin's an enemy card. Raid is an enemy. They're all enemy cards, I think. Purple, is that blue? Blue ninja. All right. Blue cavalry, that's hope. Ronin, that's going to knock out one of our tiles. We know that. Green soldier. Green samurai. All right, so those are our 5 cards. But we've only got 3 to draw from, and there are all these bad negative enemy cards here. Oh, seriously? Okay, so we have to shuffle these back in, but there's only 4 there. So I don't think we're going to make it because of that Ronin card. Somehow we need to protect the green cards here, but I think we're toast. We have a green samurai, but we're going to need that to stop the raid, because once the raid goes, the game's over. So we have to save the samurai for the raid card. We have to guess what's up there. I'm not going to reorder them because I don't think that's going to help us. We just have to take the hits here. Let's play the ninja, because then when we draw, hopefully we draw an assassin here. A raid. Okay, we're going to block it with the samurai because otherwise the game ends. And we draw 2 more, but we draw a Ronin. Okay, so we play the Ronin. That means we have to return one. Let's return the red one. It doesn't matter. Which means we've got 8, and we're in a losing condition now. Now we're going to draw. One of these is a raid, right? So we can't get it. Assassin, it kills a leader or the latest card, which is kind of what we wanted to have happen. We draw the last card, and that immediately ends the game. It's a raid anyway, which wipes out our last cards. And we ended up with 8 tiles, which is a loss condition. We needed 1 more tile to win, but alas, it did not happen. Defeated by the enemies of the Shogun, we do not unify Japan. We have failed. Some thoughts and impressions on gameplay as we go down to defeat. My 2nd defeat in a row now to Shogun Solitaire. This game, obviously, it's a war-themed game. I wouldn't call this a war game. It's a game that has a war theme. I do like the theme. I love the artwork. I love the components. I love the travel size. This game, I do feel like it has a good bit of strategy to it, and I feel like there's some subtleties to gameplay. I feel like the decisions are fun. I like this one a lot. This one is one of my favorites in the series so far, although it does step away from a war game again to that war-themed game. And a little, it's fairly abstract. You're playing cards and things, but the artwork, the theme, the way you're trying to take the clans, the way the game flows, the decisions it makes, this is a fun game to play. So I've enjoyed playing this one. I'm going to play it more until I win because we're so close. Getting 12 would seem really hard. I think you'd have to get fortunate and get some of those Ronin cards early, like before you actually capture one of the clans, so they don't have any impact at all. Because those Ronin cards, I mean, if that happened to us, if we got a Ronin card in the very beginning of the game before we had captured one clan, one location, we would have 9 instead of 8, and we would have won. So those Ronin cards are tough because that means you need 14 to win them all. So I feel like, yeah, this is getting all 12 would be a rare occurrence indeed. But I do feel like, again, we were pretty close to winning given the way things played out. And all those things considered, had we been able to get a couple more raids at the right time, I think we could have had some good chances to win there. So certainly a fun game. Thumbs up for me. Shogun Solitaire from Worthington Publishing. If you've enjoyed this look at a Worthington Publishing Solitaire game, I'll point you to a link to our recent ones on the French and Indian War, which is another game in this series. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day.